Welcome to the Arizona Wildcats Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. UA basketball coach Sean Miller met with the media on Tuesday and talked about how deep the Pac-12 conference is this season.
Well, I think that's the exciting part about our conference this year. I know we've been through it a number of times, but the parity or the quality, the depth of our conference rivals that of the nation's best. And I think it's gratifying in many ways for our conference, the coaches in our conference, because we should be, and I believe we are, getting great respect in terms of the quality that we've established. And it's felt in college basketball prior to Christmas, where we all have had the opportunity to play other conference opponents, neutral, home, away, and I think that strong showing. It showed before we even started playing each other that there are a number of teams that are capable on a given night of really playing some excellent basketball. And this weekend in the Bay, both at Stanford and at Cal, are challenging games for anybody who goes there this season.
Is Stanford completely made over from last year?
Yes. I mean, the two things that they do well wouldn't have been strengths in the last 6 years, and that is, they get to the foul line as well as any team that we've played against. They do it by driving at 4 positions and sometimes 5 positions when Michael Humphrey is at the 5. And they really do a great job with their spacing. And keeping them off the foul line and away from the drive is big, and they also are a very good free throw shooting team. And then defensively, although they're not a pressing team, they force more turnovers than any team we've played in our conference, which when you think of Stanford, that's not really what jumps out at you, but they're doing it in a different way. And I think Johnny Dawkins and his coaching staff have their team playing really together, both on offense and on defense, and they're playing with tremendous effort. I mean, they play the game with really hard. They play effort-wise, and they're flying around the court, getting a lot of steals, a lot of deflections when they play a 2-3 zone. It's as active of a zone as we've faced. And a lot of their turnovers and steals happen when they're in the zone. So those are the two things that are much different about Stanford. In the years past, it's been more of a physical game. Now it's about really taking care of the basketball and not fouling their drives.
They've kind of been under the radar, too. I mean, you talk about all the Pac-12, the 8 teams, and the tournament maybe, and Stanford's not even in the conversation.
Right. No, they've been in some great games. I mean, they played a tough non-conference schedule. Like us, they've dealt with some injuries, one of their key inside players. And they're playing very good right now. I said the same thing about Washington, and that game went our direction. We played well in the second half, but they went to ASU, a very difficult place to win at this year against a good team, and they had a great road win. So you double back and think about Washington. They've beaten UCLA and USC at home. They've won 2 road games at Washington State and at Arizona State, and now they're back at home. So they're 4-1. So they're a team, I think, that they have flown under the radar some. But when you talk about our conference's depth, you think about Stanford and Washington in that conversation because, like you had mentioned, they're not known to be near the top, but both really are right now.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.